Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Bushcraft and Survival. My name's Dan. I'm here in the Philippines looking at some of the damage after our typhoon that hit us on the 16th of December. Today is Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Down here in my personal area, surveying, broke a tree off in the main thing here. Neighbor's coconut trees down across the top of the cook area. Got a little hearth built into the wall. I want to dig that out maybe today or tomorrow, and I'll put a new tripod up, and then we'll have a area to cook outside if we need to. I also have my forge area. We can cook in that if we need to. Right now we have, I bought a bottle of propane, extra one, so we have a bottle of propane to kick back on if we need it. The problem now, we don't have anything to cook. All we have is a little bit of rice and a few potatoes, a couple cans of sardines, and the big problem here right now is like I have about $200 in the bank, which is great, but I can't get it. There's no electricity here. It's going to be 3 months before we get electricity, they said. And there's a messenger signal halfway down the island. I put out some messages to family and friends that said we're alive. We drove down there the other day just to see what's going on. And then in the city is supposed to be normal. It's supposed to have internet. It's supposed to have electricity and stuff like that. But 3/4 of the island's there. So it's just an absolute madhouse. I talked to a guy that went there yesterday. He said 3 to 5 hour lines at the ATM machines, and then usually going to wait twice in that line to refill the machine up. And gas stations have up to a quarter-mile lines in them, and they're limiting how many liters of gasoline you can have. So we have no way. There's no way we could go down there unless we took a van or bus down and spent the day. Maybe we could do that. Maybe my daughter and I will even do that. And then if I could get some videos up, I'd be real happy. But yeah, I'm just lost here. I spend my mornings. I usually get up at 6 o'clock, and I spend from 6 o'clock till 10 o'clock on the internet. Then I go out and do my stuff in the yard and whatever I'm going to do. And then I'm on the internet from 8 o'clock until 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got nothing to do here. It's just like the time stopped, you know. And I can't say I got depressed, but I got a little anxiety the day after the night after the typhoon. I started thinking about what we're going to do, you know, because this is bad. This really every single telephone pole, not telephone pole, power pole, and giant power pole, whatever main lines is up, everything's down. Every single pole's down on this half of the island, and they got to start from scratch. So it's going to be forever before we get power. And we have a generator, but there's no gasoline available for it. I've got about a gallon. I use it for the first 3 or 4 days, for 3 or 4 hours to keep the refrigerator going. I got real sick 2 nights ago after eating a frozen burger. It must have been frozen and thawed too many times or something. I don't know if that's what it was, but I was sick, man. Just doubled over stomach cramps and diarrhea and the whole ordeal. So I had 20 burgers sitting there. So I took the bread off of them and just going to give the meat to the dogs, I guess. Yesterday I was stung by a bee. Go this way here once. I was stung by a bee right in my cheek. Man, did that hurt. I'm slightly allergic. My face is still puffy. The second bee hit me in the neck, stung me in the neck, rolled down my back, got me in the shoulder blade, then the waist, and the back of my leg. And must have got a little venom in me each time, because every place was swollen and major, real hard, deep itch. And then it knocked me out. I couldn't even stay awake in a chair. I just kept going, not unconscious, but just out. I couldn't I couldn't keep going, so I laid down in a hammock, and my daughter checked on me every 10 or 15 minutes, and that was at 10:15. I got up about 1:30 or so, tried to walk across the yard. I almost fell down. I was just like a drunken sailor, and went and sat in a chair for the rest of the afternoon, and then from dark, like it was 5:15, 5:30 until, I think I managed to stay up till 9 o'clock, but I kept nodding down. My daughter was sitting there just talking to me the whole time. She was doing some crafts and stuff, and I think she was just trying to keep me awake. And I feel good today. I'm wiped out, but I feel good. So little things are adventures. I'll let you guys go. I tell you one thing from the heart, guys. Don't take anything for granted, because everything you have can be gone tomorrow. We're really lucky. Our roof's still in the house, and we still have a roof on our kitchen. We lost the bathroom, my shop, and our shade house. We lost those, but we're alive. We have no idea where my wife's at. We haven't seen or heard from her since the 14th of December. She went to Cebu for a wedding. No sign of her. I heard one count earlier, 74 people dead on our island, and hundreds missing from the islands around us, the small islands around us. They're all dead too. So it was a bad storm. It was a category. It was a category 4 typhoon, which is 225 kilometers or above winds. So it's 150 mile-an-hour plus winds. We had that for over 90 minutes here. Plus it went on for 2 hours before and after that, gusting and up to that threshold or close to that threshold. So it was bad. I mean, look at the trees here. The trees are all just, when a coconut tree snaps off, that's very bad. Usually they bend back and forth and they'll lose the coconuts and stuff, but every tree, even they say just the regular trees, they just snapped off. It was just so strong. And we live on top of a hill. I thought being on top of the hill is great because everything's clay here, and water just runs off the side. We never have mud or puddles in our yard. But on top of the hill, as the typhoon came by, it was pretty bad. But it really didn't make a whole lot of difference because we were within 600 yards of the edge of the eye. We were in the eye wall as it went across, and everything near or around the eye just got destroyed. You go up the road here another 5 miles, and there's places that are as bad or worse than this here, where the houses are gone, roofs are gone, some of the bamboo huts are just destroyed. So we actually came out pretty lucky. So don't take anything for granted, guys, and always appreciate what you have. That's my new motto. And you know, I left the Philippines in 1993. I was here for a year, and I had the same feeling when I left. Then I said I'd never complain about my job again, and I'd never take anything for granted. But you know, 30 years later, I have slipped back into the taking things for granted stuff. You know, electric power and internet and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a shame. But the nice thing about us is, at least I have the well for all, whatever you want to call it, to, you know, we can do what we have to do here. We can make our own stuff if it came to that. But again, things will be back to normal in maybe by May if we get lucky. But that's a long time. So take care, everybody. Have a great time. Merry Christmas to everybody. And Happy New Year, because I know I won't talk to you by then. So see you later.